Well, guys, we have a game 7 indeed. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name is Y2 Shadows. Thank you guys for kind of being patient with me. I was kind of sick past couple of days, and I didn't get to talk about a lot of the games. I missed like the complete rest of the Cavs Knicks series, that sweep over there. Funny enough, I didn't really want to end up talking about it anyway because it was just literally was a sweep, and I didn't really have much thoughts on how the Cavs played after those games. But the other two games with OKC, I just didn't talk about at all because I just have not been feeling well. But starting to get back in that mood, feeling a lot better now. So we can talk about this, and then we'll obviously we'll talk about Game 6 tonight. We'll potentially probably do a video tomorrow, or maybe a little bit later on talk about possible things for Game 7. Um, and then, yeah, once that game 7 is over, we're going to do previews of the NBA Finals with the Knicks versus whoever they play between OKC and the Spurs. And then we'll go through each game, kind of like how we've been doing on the channel. So let's kind of get into it. So technically, at the time of this like recording, right, which I'll switch it over right now, technically, oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. So let me move my camera down. So technically, there's still 2 minutes left on the game clock, technically, at the time of doing this. But as you guys can see the score there, the Spurs are damn near up 30. So this shit kind of does not fucking matter. So, um, now that we kind of established that like it doesn't really matter, let's kind of just like get into the game. So I got some notes because I was taking notes during in the game. Shout out the Notes app on iPhone. Did a lot of notes there. Yeah, let's kind of really get into it. So if the game had continued at the pace that the first half was, then I'd probably still be downstairs watching the game because we would have had a classic. Like, this game was like a classic. Spurs started out of the game really, really hot. They had 8 made threes in the first quarter. Wemby had 3 of them. Wemby had hit Wemby had came out the game firing. Like Wemby had like after the first quarter, Wemby had like 11 points, 3 threes. He had this one over iHeart at the top where he just went 1-on-1 with iHeart and hit the step back three. Some really beautiful shit from Wemby as well. And then the Spurs. That's yeah, Spurs. Go ahead. Spurs after I thought I was about to sneeze there. So but yeah, the Spurs after quarter one, like it looked like they were just gonna be the dominant team because it was 35-22 after quarter one, I believe. Let me go to the thing real quick. Let's see. I think it's a hold on. It was a hold on. We're just gonna look at NBA.com real quick. Yeah, it was. Yep. So yeah, but it was because so confirmed here. Yeah. So it was still So it was 35-22. So in the first quarter. So it was looking like it was gonna be San Antonio just like annihilation out the gate. That's what it looked like. It looked like it's just gonna be annihilation. And then the second quarter came, and then well, before we get to the second quarter, like how another way how it looked like it was gonna be annihilation. Dylan Harper was hooping off the bench. In total, in the first half, Dylan Harper only missed one shot. But he had made like he was like he was hooping out the gate, and the Spurs bench, like one of the big things about OKC is that OKC's bench can just like annihilate you, and they could just come like their bench players are gonna come in, they're just gonna like blast you with barrages of threes, defense, steals, all this other stuff. And after the first quarter, when the bench came in, it was a 10-3. Like, they were being outscored. It was 10-3. Like 10-3 off the bench. Spurs bench had came to play in the first quarter, and they were definitely cooking. They were definitely cooking. Shea looked like if you went off the first quarter, Shea looked like he might have like he was gonna struggle again from the field because and ultimately that's what he did end up doing. He had actually the worst performance of like the entire series, but we thought Shea. We were like, hey, okay, maybe Shea Like maybe Shea is just gonna be like one of them games where he's just not gonna shoot well again, but hopefully he can get to the line and still have like still make an impact. Because he was like 3 of 7 from the field, and he had 6 points in the first quarter. Once we hit the second though, the second square kind of everything started to flip in the direction of OKC. Case and Wallace, man, I know they're getting blown out, and I really shouldn't do this, but we'll do a mini Don DeMarco for Case and mini. Don DeMarco. Do a mini one for Kaysen, because Kaysen Wallace, man, Kaysen Wallace legit is a winning player. Like legit, Kaysen Wallace, like you got to give your props to Kaysen, man. Kaysen Wallace is like a dog. Like one of the things that I noticed, like it's been multiple, like is like you've seen it now in back to back games, but Dylan Harper tries to attack Kaysen Wallace, and Kaysen Wallace just does not go for it at all. Like he's not gonna let Dylan Harper outmuscle him, and then he's gonna have his hand jarred in to get the ball loose free and force a turnover. And just like how he did in Game 5, he did it again in Game 6. Because Dylan Harper, there was a time they had a fast break. Dylan Harper 1-on-1 with Kaysen, and he tries to dribble into Kaysen, and Kaysen just gets his hand right there in the cookie jar, gets the ball loose again, and gets the turnover. Like he's just a defensive like genius. And Kaysen Wallace, if they gotta make a lot of changes in the offseason, I know the person for sure. I know that for sure that because they're about to go into the second apron and they have to get rid of certain people. I know that Lou Dort is gone for sure. I know that like they're not gonna like Lou Dort's gonna get traded for sure. Hell, they might not be able to keep iHeart either. Like I think iHeart might have to go. But man, if somebody could go snag up Case and Wallace, like I think Kaysen Wallace is going to be a difference maker. Be a difference maker on a lot of other teams. And I mean, he's already a champion too, so it's not like it's not like oh, it's like so like hey, I just say he's a winning player but like hasn't won anything. Like people say Josh Hart is a winning player, and I think Josh Hart's a winning player too. But Josh Hart's never like this is Josh Hart's first time in the finals like this year. Like otherwise before then, Josh Hart had he's never been in the finals before, and we'll see how he does on the big stage. But Kaysen, they was part of the championship team last year. He's got a ring on his finger, so Kaysen Wallace, like I'm gonna give some props to him. But yeah, going into the third quarter, yeah, the OKC's bench started hooping, started getting contributions from all these guys. Jada played today. I don't know why they activated him off the hamstring so soon. And basically, I'm not gonna lie, like his minutes didn't matter at all. You could clearly see, like it felt for maybe a second he might have been moving well, but he didn't hardly do anything out there. Like he was like virtually a no show. J Dub just didn't matter out there at all. And I know that Mark Dagnall pretty much like there was like a point where he tried to take like a contested three during the third quarter run, and he ended up missing it, and Dagnall just took him out and was just like, yeah, we're just gonna sit you down, and like we're just and they seen the way that the game was going, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna sit you down, and you're just not gonna play like you're just not gonna play for the rest of the game. We'll save you for when we get back to OKC for Saturday's game. But yeah, I literally J Dub didn't matter today, but the others were hooping. Crusoe had hit like a corner three. Kaysen had like 11 at halftime for them. He was leading OKC in scoring at the half. He had 11 and Shea only had 10. Shea only had 10 at the half, but they had made this game close. It was a 60-53, real close game over there. And it looked like if they could keep it close, we might end up like for a really wild finish. And then the third quarter hit. For the beginning part of the third quarter, again, OKC kept it close. I think they got it to 5. I think the Spurs lead got down to 5. And then from like there was a point in the third quarter. I forgot I forgot which minute it was. I don't know if NBA.com already has the already has it. I mean, yeah, they haven't updated it that quick, but there was a period in the third quarter. Let me see if I can see it on the play-by-play here, y'all. Let me bring it up and let me show y'all third quarter. Where was it? Yeah, so here we go. So iHeart gets the tip layup, 5 point game right here, right? Like literally, that's the like again. You see 5 point game, and then yeah, here it is. Okay, because so Shea gets the step back. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. That's the if I'm not mistaken, this is the one. Yeah. So I'm gonna go try to find it on Twitter real quick. But Shea did a step back. Basically, he got Wemby 1 on 1. And the crowd started chanting. Everyone was like going crazy. Like this usually stuff that you see like in the AAU gyms. And like Shea hit this really nice step back over Wemby. And I was like, hey, if OKC is going to if OKC is going to like come back and win this game, that's gonna be a Shea signature moment. Like I was gonna be like, we finally got a Shea signature moment here. But let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to find that shot really quick because it's on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie, people are shitting on Shea right now because Shea was really, really bad today. It was actually like his worst game of the series. But oh yeah, here it is. Yep, here it is. Underdog got it. All right, so I'm about to bring it up. So Underdog, here we go. So here we go.
In the corner, just Alexander in the corner.
Let me get this real quick. So right here, everybody's happy as hell. We're like, yeah, gets it over here, gets Wemby, goes baseline, step back over Wemby. Wemby falls down too, and he gets the bucket. I was literally like, man, I think we finally got Shea's signature moment. I was like, Shea, you have arrived. And then from there, continued to be absolute fucking dog shit. Like, from that point on, and I can show you guys too. Like, we'll go to NBA.com. I'll show you guys too. From that point on, they didn't score a bucket for like over 7 minutes. It's legit the wildest shit. It was a Chet bucket too when this finally happened. Like, look at this, the score. So it was here we see it starts off at this point. Shea gets the bucket. It's an 8 point game. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes 23 seconds. 8 point game. Shea gets his bucket, and then just an avalanche by the Spurs. Just an absolute annihilation. And then Chet is the one that finally gets the bucket here, and it's 56 seconds left in the fucking third quarter. An all-time embarrassment from OKC. Fucking embarrassing. It was so bad. I think what was it? Was it actually 20-0? Was it 20-0? Yeah, it was 20-0 because it was 64. It was 64-72, and then they literally went on a 20-0 run. They missed was it 15 or 14 straight shots? It was 14. My bad. I have it in my notes. 14 straight shots. It was absolutely atrocious. 14 straight misses by OKC. One of the wildest things you would have ever expected from this Thunder team. Something that you just never see. And it legit was bad. And then pretty much from there, the quarter ends 66-92. Spurs are up 26, and then they started. Mark Daigneault started the fourth quarter off. No Chet, no Shea. And pretty much like he had McCain and Dort come in. from that point, I already knew it was like, oh, Mark Daigneault's waving the white flag. He wants Game 7. He'll just wait for Game 7, and that's pretty much what happened from there. McCain had gotten a couple of buckets in that point, but the Spurs responded. Harrison Barnes had gotten a little corner three, and Vic, they threw an alley oop to Vic, and once Vic got the alley oop, pretty much ended his night from there. Yeah, they subbed Vic out with like 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and pretty much from there it was like that was it. Like they just had to get Vic out of there. Castle. Before I came up here, Castle had gotten a driving layup and got into and one. Had gotten an and one with Lou Dort fouling him, and then pretty much from there, I pretty much knew. I was like, oh yeah, it's game over. Like yeah, this is like they're waiting for Game 7, and that's pretty much how it happened. And like as I showed you guys, like at the beginning of this thing, like when it started, that's literally like, hey, the game technically wasn't over, but like it's over. And then now we have an official final score. Like I can show you guys now the official final score. As you say, the top 91, 118, 91. We will have Game 7 on Saturday on NBC Peacock. Game 7 Saturday, as you guys can see, is right there. So hold on, wait. Oh damn, let me move my camera real quick. So you're right there. So Game 7 Saturday, Game 7 Saturday on Peacock. We'll have that for you guys. I say that like I'm part of the Peacock network. Like I'm part of Peacock. I would love to though, but I say that like I'm part of NBC. Shit's crazy. But yeah, Game 7 Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's gonna be an all-time classic, and it's even better because I got Saturday off. So. And at the moment right now, it looks like I don't really have no plans from at the moment. So I'll be able to watch that game in full and then come to you guys straight after the game with all my post-game thoughts and stuff. But that's pretty much the end of this game here. That's pretty much like the third quarter pretty much ended this game. They just went on a nasty Spurs went on a run, and OKC literally could not buy a bucket, and they missed a lot of open shots too. Like Isaiah Joe had gotten into the game, and Isaiah Joe couldn't buy any open looks. McCain had a couple open looks. Shea was continuing to get trapped, and it was bad. And it was just like another one thing after another, and they just missed so many shots in a row. Like the last time we seen a team miss that many shots, at least to my knowledge, the last time we seen a team miss that many shots, was the 2019, was it 2018 the Harden team? That was consecutive threes though. Like that was 27 consecutive threes. That wasn't like actually like that wasn't like just so like the yeah, that wasn't like just straight shots though. Like in a row shots. That was just like, hey, they just missed threes in a row. Like they got other shots and layups, but they just missed like 20 straight threes. Man, that's a good trivia question to figure out like when the last time a team has missed that many shots in the playoffs, especially in a late round like this. But that's pretty much it. Only thing else I just want to bring up is a couple notes from Twitter. So my boy Big Biz, shout out Biz, had posted this because basically Shea didn't play the fourth quarter, so he had 28 minutes, 15 points, 1 board, 4 assists. 6 of 18 for the three from the field, made nothing from 3-pointers, a -29 and 38 true shooting. Absolute all-time fucking horrendous, Shea. That shit is fucking atrocious, nigga. Shea, you legit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I seen another one. My boy, couple of my other boys. I'm about to bring this up. Yeah. So my boy Nico. Shea's only shot 40% once in this series, and then I'll bring it up. My boy Briz. I think it was my boy Briz. Yeah, right here. Yep, here it is. Look at this. These are his shooting splits this series. This is the only game. Game 2 was the only game that he shot above 40% from the field. This is absolutely atrocious. You cannot do this. If you're supposed to be the best player in the world, and unfortunately, because of you winning now back-to-back MVPs and you have the championship in your pocket, like we're gonna hold you to the standard now, and you can't do this. This is absolutely atrocious for to do in a series. Like, and now we're in a game 7 do or die, which game 7, I'm not gonna lie. Game 7s are the wildest games. Like game 7, you just need to empty the clip and just say fuck it. Like, so you just need to shoot shots and just get it out there. But like, man, when you're shooting tour dates like this, like look at these dates. Like these are legit tour dates that we're looking at. Look at this. 7 for 23, 6 of 17, 6 for 15. These are legit. You're going on a world tour of shooting motherfucking bricks. Like, absolutely atrocious, Shay. This, yeah, man. Shay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wemby has been clearly the best player in this series, and I won't fault people if even if OKC wins Game 7 on Saturday. I won't fault people if Shay's not unanimous best in the world anymore. Like for me personally, I've had Shay as the best in the world since last year. Like I've had Shea like pretty much I had it like early last year, like before the playoffs even started. I felt that Shea was the best player in the world. I was like Thunder. They went back to back 60 wins. Shea was clearly the best player. Like was clearly the MVP last year. And he was dotting eyes everywhere. I was like, oh yeah, OKC is. I was like OKC's like a juggernaut, and they should probably win the title. Back to back 1 seeds, 60 win teams. I was like, yeah, no, I had Shea as the best player in the world before Jokic and them even got eliminated, and then I ended up having I felt like I had it validated even after they ran into a Pacer squad that just had every answer for them in that series, and we got a close game 7. I was like, no, Shea is the best player in the world, and I knew since last year I was like, yeah, Shea's the best player in the world, but a lot of people didn't feel that way. A lot of people still felt like Jokic was still the best player in the world, and that's fine. It's like that's fine. It's like that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion or whatever. But the moment that Jokic and them had lost first round this year, like had lost to Ant and them in the first round, I was like, oh, we legit might have like now like the crowd is really out for like a lot of the public and the media. Like Shea has a chance to really be unanimously like the best player in the world, and in the series that really matters the most, like up to this point, right? Like obviously, if they were to make the finals, then the next series with Jalen Brunson and them, it's like there. But also, then again, like Jalen Brunson wasn't. Even though Jalen Brunson, I have Jalen Brunson now, kind of after this run of the top 5 player. Jalen Brunson wasn't in the convo for best player in the world coming to the postseason. It was Wemby, it was Jokic, it was Shea. Luca healthy was like around there, but a lot of people will tell you no. But like Luca was in that combo. Like Luca's clearly a top 5 player in the world. But it was like it was those 4, and realistically, it was the top 3 Trinity. It was like they call it the Trinity. It was Big Yoke, it was Wembenyama the alien, and it was SGA, the reincarnation of Kobe Bryant. And he's been absolutely fucking atrocious, man. Just inexcusable. Inexcusable shit. So yeah, Shay, you're gonna have to empty the clip. We already know Wemby. We already know what Wemby's gonna do. Wemby is going to empty the clip on Game 7. Game 7, his first ever Game 7. Because this is first. Because you got a lot of people forget this is year 3 for Wemby, and this is his first ever postseason run. And it's his first ever postseason run. He made the Western Conference Finals, Game 7. I need people to understand Game 7. So Wemby, we already know Wemby is gonna empty the clip. Mitch Johnson's gonna tell them, "Hey, y'all better shoot the shit out of that ball. Empty that motherfucking clip." Like we're gonna see Wemby do all sorts of wild shit. Wemby's gonna take pull up threes, like pull up threes. He might do the same shit he did at Game 1, where he cross half court and pull up that bitch from the OKC into the OKC logo. We're gonna see Wemby in the post getting dunks, blocks. Like we're gonna see Wemby everywhere. Obviously, hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble, because if he fouls out, then literally at that point, like I could damn near assure that the Thunder are gonna win. But like when we already know Wemby is going to be there. Wemby will be ready to match the moment. Shay, I need you to match the moment, man. You haven't matched the moment this series at all, and Yeah, man. There's nothing signature. Like that shot would have been signature, but you guys ended up getting blown out by damn near 30 today. That shot on Wemby would have been that, but again, getting blown out by 30, nobody's gonna remember this shit now. And now the only thing that's your legacy is a lot of people calling you floppers, bro. He had Michael Wilbon on TV today, like, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was ridiculous. That's why Jay Will walked off the set, but like Mike Wilbon, you're legit like Michael Wilbon was telling people that like, yo, if Shea wins the back-to-back finals, they're gonna be kids that are gonna be around the world flopping. Like Shea, this is your legacy right now. You need to fucking change this shit, nigga. You need to change that. You need to change that shit. So that's really gonna be it. Ooh, hold on. Something fell real quick. Okay. All right. But that's pretty much gonna be it, y'all. Game 7 on Saturday. I cannot wait. I believe we're gonna get a classic. Like if we get another Game 7, like we get a Game 7 blowout, I'm gonna be like really sad. But I don't think there's gonna be a blowout in this Game 7. Like this Game 7, we are going. I feel like I just feel it in my bones that we're gonna get a classic. Especially again Western Conference Finals. Like yeah, I think we're gonna get a classic. And then literally the winner of that shit, they only get a couple of days. They get a couple of days rest, and then they gotta play the New York team that's been rested for like way over a week. Like it's fucking nuts, man. What the fuck? This shit's so fucking crazy. But that's gonna do it, y'all. Love you guys. Thank you guys for being patient with me, and hopefully you guys welcome me back with open arms. I will be again. We're back uploaded. We're gonna talk more, obviously more hoops. Get into the finals soon, and then for the summer, once the summer's stuff over, then we'll get into WNBA content. We'll talk about the WNBA, and we'll also talk about. I'll get my gaming stuff back here too. Put the gaming stuff back on the channel as well, so we'll get more gaming videos as well. But I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.